We have our very own Dr. James Ritter on today. He's our Director of Enrollment Management and Student Services, and he's going to be telling us all about what this degree is, who it's for, and next steps for you if you're interested in this degree. So thank you, Dr. Ritter, for being here today. Do you want to start out by telling us what is the B.T.A.S. and what are the concentrations in this program?
Great. Let me tell you what the B.T.A.S. is not for, because that's a smaller population. It's really, first of all, it stands for the Bachelor of Technical and Applied Studies. Really not for someone who is right out of high school, because it's more of a generalist degree. What it's for primarily are students transferring from a community college who have a lot of credits and basically want to get their quickest way toward a bachelor's degree. Someone who has taken a number of college credits in the past from any institution and want to get their quickest way toward a bachelor's degree. Someone who has a lot of business credits and doesn't want a degree through the College of Business, but wants a business type degree. Someone who wants a degree in the nonprofit area. And finally, someone who is interested in a degree that would be kind of evolving around the fraud examination. I had to look for a second, fraud examination area. So let's start with the first one. There is a Bachelor of Technical Applied Studies degree that is very general. So let's say you've got a ton of college credits, more than 60, or even somewhere close to that. More than likely, almost all of your credits are going to plug in somewhere to this Bachelor of Technical Applied Studies degree. And let's say you just want a bachelor's degree in something. This is the perfect degree for you. And what I mean by that is, let's say you've got a lot of experience. Let's say you're 30 years old, 35 years old. You've been managing a restaurant for 10 years, and you can't move up into any other position because you don't have a degree, a bachelor's degree, but you've got all this experience. So you get this degree, and now you've got the best of both worlds, a bachelor's degree, and then you use all of your prior college credits, because more than likely they're going to plug into somewhere. And then you've also got the experience. And the first 2 years of the degree are very much like the first 2 years of any degree: social sciences, humanities, basic sciences, English, a little bit of math. And then the last 2 years, you pick from a group of courses. So it's not just take anything and we'll give you the degree. There's a group of courses you're going to pick from. Then the applied business, it's really my favorite concentration. For someone who really wants to learn about business, but when they look at the College of Business curriculum, they think, I'm really not that good at accounting and finance and marketing and management, or I don't want to go that in depth into that. I just want to kind of touch the surface on those areas. So that applied business concentration might be for you. Fraud examination is just what it sounds like. A little bit of criminal justice type information in there. And so you'll learn a lot about the fraud area. And then the nonprofit human services is for someone who wants to go into the area of nonprofit, which in this area, there is a lot of nonprofit organizations. I talked to someone, for example, who said, my passion is the nonprofit area. And so they go into that area. There's a lot of courses like grant writing, courses that teach you grant writing skills you'll need to go into the nonprofit area.
Very cool. And for those of you watching this video, there's going to be a link down in the notes below. So you can actually look at what's called the roadmap for this Bachelor of Technical and Applied Studies. And you can look at kind of the outline for the general concentration, the fraud examination, the applied business, and then the nonprofit human services. And then we'll have information too. You can contact us if you have questions. So Dr. Ritter, when they're looking over this roadmap, what are some of the classes that they're going to see? What classes are required for this degree?
Well, again, those first 2 years, it's going to be the courses you take for any bachelor's degree. And that's why I say a lot of transfer students might be interested in this, because let's say you got an associate degree from a community college. More than likely, you took English 1, English 2. you took some type of math. You took some humanities such as history or philosophy, a fine art such as art appreciation, music appreciation, social sciences like psychology, sociology, basic sciences such as geology, chemistry, biology. And if you haven't, then that's our Kent core. So you would pick the courses you would take. That's the nice thing about our Kent core is the basic sciences, for example. If you didn't like biology, you could take geology. That's one of the basic sciences. So you don't have to take a specific Kent core. The other nice thing is, let's say you went to a community college 15 years ago, those credits still count. So more than likely, the courses you've taken are going to plug in somewhere. That's going to be the first 2 years. The last 2 years are going to be, again, based on your area of concentration. There's going to be a group of courses. Even for the general concentration, you're going to pick and choose from a broad variety of courses, and you'll do that with an advisor. So you'll sit down with an advisor and you'll say, okay, I want to do the no concentration or the general concentration, which is going to be your fastest route because the courses you choose from are so broad that you're going to have a lot of different options. Or you're going to say, you know what, I really want to learn a little bit more about business. Again, I really don't want a college of business degree because I don't want to go too far into accounting, finance, marketing, management, economics. So I just want to kind of touch the surface. So you're going to do a lot of applied business courses, nonprofit. Again, you're going to do some fraud. You're going to do some courses in grant writing, nonprofit management, fraud examination are going to be courses very similar to the criminal justice area. And those are the type of courses you'll be taking. But again, with all those, you get to kind of pick and choose the courses you want to take. And the nice thing is these courses can be done either in the classroom or online. And the other nice thing is with the Kent State University system, you don't ever have to worry about, well, I need, let's say, the grant writing course, and Trumbull's not offering it because that course tends to be an online course. So if we're not offering it, it's going to be offered somewhere else throughout the Kent system. So because it's an online course, even though Trumbull's not offering it, it might be offered through our START campus. And you don't have to drive to START. You just take it online through the START campus. So you don't have to ever worry about a class not being offered because with 8 campuses, it's going to be offered somewhere in the 8 campus system.
Excellent. So it sounds like there's a lot of options, a lot of variety, and a lot of versatility within this degree that, customizable depending on what credits someone's bringing in and what they want to do with that bachelor's degree. That's really
Yes.
cool. So if somebody, and I just want to say, if you're a student and you're watching this and you're looking over that roadmap, or a lot of this is like, wow, that's a lot of information, your academic advisor is going to be your coach through this bachelor's degree. It may be a little confusing, but you don't have to be the one to figure it out. So your advisor is going to sit down with you each semester, at least once a semester, help you find the classes that you need, help you figure out, okay, these ones are online, this one you can schedule through that campus. All those different things, you will have help with all of that. So Dr. Ritter, you already kind of talked about who the program is for, why someone would choose this degree. Do you want to say anything else about like who our target is for this bachelor's degree in technical and applied studies?
Yeah, so let me just give an example. I was working with a student recently who said, well, I really like the nonprofit area. And so we were gearing toward that. She said, but I like the business area too. And I said, well, okay, we'll go with courses that count for both because there are a number of courses that count for both. I said, I don't want to put pressure on you to have to decide this semester right now. So we took courses that count in both. Then when all was said and done, she said, you know what? I really think I just want to get done as quick as possible, which is going to be the least amount of courses. And so it turned out to be the general concentration. And the nice thing was those courses that counted for the applied business, counted for the nonprofit, also counted for the general concentration. So she didn't lose any coursework that way. So by sitting down with an advisor, we can help you with that. Now, the other thing that is important to realize is some students might say, look, I've got a lot of college credits. My ultimate goal is to get a master's degree in fill in the blank. So to do that, I want to get through this bachelor's degree as quick as possible. This is a perfect degree for that because a lot of graduate programs are looking for a diverse undergraduate population. So in other words, they don't want all of their students to be from one particular major. So the Bachelor of Technical and Applied Studies is perfect because it is one of those unique majors. So it kind of gives that graduate program a different type of student, and it allows that student to get done quicker because the requirements are not as specific versus a Bachelor of Science degree that lists, a Bachelor of Science in Education obviously is going to list out of those 122 credit hours, it's going to list out almost every single one that you need. So there's no room for flexibility. And so a student will get done quicker with this and then go into that graduate degree quicker.
Great. Sounds wonderful. So really, really good landing degree for a transfer student, especially if you're thinking something beyond that bachelor's degree. Do you want to say anything, Dr. Ritter, about jobs that would be, someone with a B.T.A.S would be applying for?
Yeah, so again, it's really not for the student who is right out of high school and has nothing on their resume other than maybe a part-time job. It's really for that person who has a lot of college credits and has a lot of experience and now needs that bachelor's degree to go along with their experience. Because again, the key to having a great future is education and experience, specifically a bachelor's degree and a lot of experience. And so if you've got somebody that has a lot of experience but doesn't have that bachelor's degree, they're missing that piece. Now they've got the best of both worlds. And as I try to tell students, when you're 22 years old and all you have is your degree, that degree means a lot. So it's not going to mean as much when you're 30 or 35 years old, because now you've got a lot of experience. And so the degree means not as much as when you're 22, because that's all you have on your resume. Now you've got a lot of experience on your resume and you just need a degree in a related area. So as you pick up all those years of experience, the degree means not as much as when you're 22 years old and you have very little experience. So again, this is really for someone who's got a lot of college credits, has some experience, and wants to get the best of both worlds to match up all that experience with their bachelor's degree.
Very nice. Really, really great summary. And if you're a transfer student and you're looking to apply, you are not alone. We are a landing place for a lot of transfer students that may be pulling credits from different schools. Maybe you did college right out of high school and now you've had some experience in the field. Please reach out to Dr. Ritter or myself. We'll help you through that process of applying, getting your transcripts to us. Everyone who completes that application process does get accepted. Whether you have a high school diploma or a GED, once we get all your other transcripts, we will offer you a spot in Kent State Trumbull's classroom. So please reach out if you have questions. And thank you so much, Dr. Ritter, for your time today.
Thank you.